So my name is Anna Kate Fuller, and we are absolutely bowled over across the country, north to south, east to west. There are 29 other groups walking just to stand up and say, this is not right. We cannot solar panel and cover over our arable farmland when we know there are other solutions.
My name is Piers, and I'm here because we're only going to get one chance to stop this. And it's then here for 60 years of devastating our landscape. When we know that within maybe 2 years, alternatives will be available that won't trash the landscape. It seems so short-sighted. And we know also that it's all about money. And money should not be the driver of what defeats all these local people.
I'm Neil Hamilton, and I'm here not just because we live just half a mile down the road, but because I want to stop this glorious part of England, a massive part of our environmental heritage, as well as our national heritage, from being desecrated by 1 million black ceramic solar panels imported from China, made by slave labour. And for what? England is 209th out of 210 countries in the world in terms of suitability for solar. This is a massive exercise in corporate greed for very small public benefit. And if we don't watch out, these schemes are going to be mushrooming up all over England, and eventually we'll just be one dystopian industrial landscape. So now's the time to get involved and fight, not just for our future, but the future of our children.
I have lived in this area for many years of my life, and I have ridden around here for many years. It's a beautiful countryside, and they are putting solar panels on good agricultural land, which is totally not acceptable. So we all have got a group together, and we're all doing a lot of support against the lime down, and hopefully in a few years' time, the result will be that we have achieved our goal and they have stopped putting so much of this horrid solar panel.
I just think it's astounding today. It shows the level of support from the local community. This is just a scandal. It's 7,000 acres in total taken up for solar that has a 10-11% efficiency. We're subsidising it. We're spending billions subsidising. This is not free energy. The developers behind it are now fully their IGP. They're fully owned by Macquarie. And Macquarie, they're going around with this net zero. Ultimately, they're the biggest investors in fossil fuels and globally. And I think they control our gas network. I might be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure. So are we really going to allow them to take over thousands of acres of Wiltshire countryside?
My name's Alison Caulfield. I live 3 miles away, and I'm here because it's very important to protect our countryside and community. Whilst a lot of people are keen on solar panels, and I'm not anti them, this isn't the place for them in a big spoiling the countryside. It's not NIMBYism. They should all be on rooftops or very small little parks that support a local business.
It's ridiculous to say it's 3B farmland when it produces much more than that. And not only that, this 4.5 metre height of the panels just stops the whole vista of the whole area. It is a stunning area. It's historical, it's archaeological. You're talking about the Fossway.
It is wrong. We must stop it. It is owned by Macquarie. Macquarie are the vampire kangaroos. We know what they did to Thames Water. They asset stripped it, they left it in debt, and look at the disaster it has left. They now own this project as well as others up and down the countryside. It cannot go ahead. This is wrong. This is just about greed. What they will be doing is taking off the energy from the grid when it's cheap, storing it in those batteries, and then selling it back to the grid. It is wrong. It is all about money.
Central farmer near Tetbury, really protesting against all this good farmland being wasted on solar panels when it should be growing food. And hopefully we might get some progress in the future to put solar panels on industrial buildings and houses.
The whole thing is an absolute abomination, and it is only happening because monstrous mad Miliband is obsessed with net zero. He thinks that this will save the planet. He is totally wrong. All it does is transfer money. It's the biggest transfer of money from the poor to the rich that I have ever known. A few landowners, about 9 of them, are going to make an absolute fortune for doing nothing over the next 40 years. Meanwhile, the countryside around here, 5 lovely villages and all the land in between, is going to be completely and utterly wrecked forever. The land will never come back to agriculture, and it's appalling, and it has got to be stopped.
Sarah, and I live not very far from here. I think Wiltshire has far more than its fair share of solar already, and it should be going on car parks, warehouses, rooftops. We have acres of car parking that we can all park under quite happily. Why we are using our precious green land? It will never come back, and this is a beautiful valley. It shouldn't be happening.